Good morning and welcome to Tuesday's Zoom. Not going to be very long or complicated. Today we are simply going to review for tomorrow's exam on anesthesia, chapter 12. If you pay close attention to these questions, you're going to recognize them on the exam. I did not put every question on the exam in our review simply because, we're not going to do that, but you guys will do great. It's going to be fine. There's only 10 questions, 10 points apiece. 10 questions means a short exam, but it also means it does not leave a lot of room for error. Victoria, did you cut your hair?
No, I have it up. I dyed my hair and it caused an allergic reaction, so I've got burns and blisters all over my scalp right now.
I'm going to put you in a plastic bubble. It's always something there. Always. Oh, here comes Katie. We'll wait for Katie to get here before we switch over to our review. And y'all be proud. It's not anything flashy or music or anything like that. It's just basic and simple. Hi, Miss Katie. Did you get your email with your golden ticket?
I was excited and confused. I was like, it's almost graduation.
You're almost done. Are we sure?
No, because I thought it was October.
Well, I just sent it because they sent it to me. Let me double check because I was like, I don't know that this is right.
I had a lot of credits though. So
maybe it's because you had a lot of credits. I don't know. Well, most of listen, I'm going to tell your story every time I can. I'm going to tell our story. Okay, really quickly. Oh, Katie, don't be embarrassed. It's wonderful. So way back in the day when I first began Unitech as an instructor, Katie was one of my very first students. So things happen, as life does, and she needed to step out of school for a while. Well, Katie came back and a lot of times I see your names, I see your faces. I didn't see Katie's face for a little while, but then one day she came on Zoom and I was like, hang on a minute. She was like, yeah, Miss Marcia, it's me. So Katie is back to complete the program and I am so proud of her. And it feels so good that it's almost like that door reopened for her to come right back where she started, because Katie is just amazing. Such a wonderful attitude. And, I just think it's wonderful. Okay. Does anybody have any questions before
thank you.
Does anybody have any questions before we get to our review? Nope. All right.
What's going to happen for the test if we don't have our books yet?
You don't need your CPT manual, I don't believe, to take this test.
Okay.
I'm keeping it simple, Dawn. But as new students, as soon as you get your manuals, please let me know. And if there's a test that comes up before you get your manual, or if there's an assignment and you can't Google the answer, simply put into the assignment where you can't answer, no manual, no manual, no manual. And that way you still get credit. But and don't worry, because once you get your manual and you start to code, you're not gonna really miss anything, because coding is like Lego blocks. Once you know the concept, you just build on top of that. It's the same thing everywhere you go. Any system that we're in, any section that we're in, the steps are the same. Okay, are we ready to get our review started? And I believe I am recording. Let me double check. Yes, I am recording. Oops. So chapter 12, exam review. So the first one says, a type of sedation that decreases the level of consciousness without putting the patient to sleep is moderate or blank sedation.
Conscious.
It has the word in here, conscious. That's the answer. Most anesthesia codes in the CPT are divided first by what? Blank site.
Anatomy site?
Huh?
Is it anatomy site?
Anatomic site.
Anatomic site.
And that's anatomy. You know, if you put anatomy site in your test, guess what? It's going to be all right. Anatomic site. The blank compares the anesthesia services and assigns numerical values to each service based on relative complexity. Relative is in your answer. Relative value units. Do you guys remember reading about RVUs in your chapter? Oh, relative value guides. Relative value guide. When the formula for calculating payment for anesthesia services is used, the dollar value of each unit is referred to as the blank, 2 words. Blank factor.
Risk factor.
I'm sorry,
Risk factor.
it's conversion factor. You're converting your time into money. Conversion factor. The patient's condition at the time when anesthesia was administered is indicated by the, what is blank modifier?
Physical status.
Physical status modifier. Now, I specifically went over this one because it's not a lot of information, right? So the patient's condition at the time when the anesthesia was administered is indicated by the physical status modifier. Remember P1, normal patient, P2, P3, P4, P5, and P6 is brain dead, and there's everything in between. So that is the condition at the time when anesthesia was administered. What is another name for topical anesthesia? Whenever you go to the doctor and you're going to get stitches, say you have a cut right here, and they're going to inject here. Local. It is local, right? It's local. What is the type of anesthesia that puts a patient in a status of unconsciousness?
General?
General, correct. And that is it. You guys need to study. I know that you still have some reading left to do today, but I wanted to get this in to kind of give you a direction of where you're going to be going for your exam tomorrow. It's basically main terms. And those were the harder ones. Some of them were a little harder than others, but I want you to take the list of words like conversion factor, relative value guide, write those down, then go into your chapter and write the definition. Just know what they mean. Go in, make sure that you're doing all of your little exercises. Remember, when I say read pages 506 to 579, submit exercise 12-2. Doesn't mean that you don't do exercise 12-1. It just means I only want you to submit 12-2. Those toolboxes, quick guides, quick checks, all of those exercises, the workbook, even if I'm not giving that to you as an assignment, please do them. They are for your knowledge. They help you learn. They help you get practice. Can you imagine if I had you turn everything in and I had to grade all of that and then you had to turn all of that in? Woo, Lodi, that would be too much, right? I'll say as Miss April says, our director, she says, ooh, child. There'd be no way I'd never get anything finished and neither would you, right? So do you guys have any questions?
I do about the golden ticket. Do I take that to the campus or?
No, you get to do it virtually, but I'm going to double check your grad date before we do anything. So matter of fact,
Okay.
let me write it down. You know, I got to write that down or I forget. I want to do something a little bit different before we dismiss class today. I want those of you who feel comfortable, I want you to share a positive with me, please. Something positive. Okay, I'll go first. I got to see my grandbaby 2 days this weekend. And on one of the days I was holding him, and you know, when they're in that little dream state and they're kind of blinking their little eyes a little bit, he smiled and did that whole cute little laugh thing. Oh, could have just eat him up. And it just made me fall in love all over again. So that's a positive for me. Anybody else have something positive they want to share?
I was able to talk to both of my kids yesterday for Labor Day.
Oh, that's wonderful, Dawn. That really is encouraging.
I speak with my daughter quite a bit, but it's not too much. My son, and I was able to speak to both of them, so it was a really good day.
Oh, that is wonderful. That is great. Anybody else? Don't make me call on y'all. Found out we're having another girl. Sapphire, congratulations. Whoop, whoop. Do we have a name yet? I'll wait for her to answer. Arayla? Either which way. Arayla, the first one. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. All right, guys. Well, I hope that you have a wonderful Tuesday. I'm getting black mottled eggs in soon. They are chickens that I have been wanting. All right, Lexi, good deal. My mom just got chickens. Well, she's had them for a little while, but let me just tell you, my mom, y'all, my mother has become the chicken lady. She packs these chickens around like they're her pets. It's absolutely ridiculous. So I've been getting lots of we call them yard eggs, and that's been wonderful. So congratulations, Lexi. I think that's great. Me and my kids do the same thing. They become part of your family. Yep, like your pets. I know. Pets that actually do something. The only thing my pets do is eat and poop. Well, my cat gives me lots of love. So I will say they're more like emotional support animals. There you go. Okay, oh, wait. Do you have bunnies now, Stacy, or is that the ferrets? That's ferrets. That's the white ones.
That's Mario.
Oh, I've only seen the darker ones. Yeah,
He wants
Stacy.
down.
Yeah, Stacy loves her ferrets. So cute, so cute. All right, everybody, have a wonderful Tuesday. Let me know if I can do anything for you. For students who are listening to this, have not gotten into e-learning, please get into e-learning. If you can't, please let me know. Be blessed. See you guys at 4 o'clock on Thursday, and I will be presenting. So, but we'll have Miss Danielle's class in with us. So, bye-bye, everybody. Have a great day.
Bye.